You know my words by the way they feel, right? Yes, you. I said, do you know my words by the way they feel? Well, let me sing it to you in song. You know my words by the way they feel. All of my subscribers know my words by the way they feel. One time in the back, everybody know my words by the way they feel. You watching this video know my words by the way they feel. Come on in the back. Guys, all right, we're in for another video today. This video is requested by my tribe members. It's my squad up. They wanted the Lori Harvey follow-up video, so that's what this video is about. And then also I'm going to combine it because a new subscriber asked if I can go over dating, some dating navigating tips, some navigating dating tips, and I'm going to condense that to this video here because this is going to be my last video for a while. I'm going to the mountains. You guys know I'm a monk. That's what I do, and when I pop out, I cop out. But when I don't, I am doing what folks who meditate do. Okay, so I wanted to, because there's going to be such a long time before I can get back here to do those two requested videos, I thought to go ahead and put them in this one video so you guys can use that. On the other side of that, I know you noticed the elephant in the room. It's not my shoulder pads. Okay, maybe it is. The elephant might be my shoulder pads. You guys know I'm extra. I wanted this jacket. It's my HONEYBEE jacket. I don't know if you guys can see my HONEYBEE Black Power. Okay, jacket. But it's very structured and high and pleated and out, and it's dramatic. It makes you look like Herman the Monster when you're sitting down, but when you stand up and you walk, it's pretty cool. So never mind the elephant in the room, and it's not my jacket, my oversized shoulder pads, and all the pleats going in the back of my jacket. It's not that. It's actually my face. I know you guys see that it's a little lump-sided, you know. I know y'all see that there, okay? Elder in Chief here on my YouTube channel. I want to talk about my song that I just sang. You know my words by the way they feel. And what did I mean by that? What I meant by you know my words by the way they feel, everything that both you and I say or do, when it's coming authentically from ourselves, what we're doing is we're creating, right? We're creating. We can create a sound. We can create we can create a wave. We can create something simply by just creating. And what I mean by that, let me go a little bit deeper, is what I'm talking about is that everything that you create has a frequency. It has a frequency. Your individual thumbprint is on that thing, okay? And the energy and power that you move with in your life, that's your thumbprint. Lack thereof also. But when you are spent a lot of your life doing what I'm about to do in a couple of days, when you do pop out, because that's what I do, right? I go away and then I pop out, go spend time where it's peace and quiet and nothing but the waterfalls, then pop out. But when I do that pop out, I'll always come back with something, right? But it's that isolation that makes it work. That's what gives it gives you the power. That isolation gives you your unique thumbprint, okay? And so your words begin to carry a certain level of weight or a certain level of, it has a certain frequency behind it, right? Because its creative energy has come from you. And so those things can never get away from you because your energy is attached to it. I hope you guys are following, okay? So when you're creating something, okay, when you create something authentically came from you, you're the creator of that thing, then it's energetically always tied to you. No matter how many other people it inspires or bounce offers or jumps over, or when it penetrates and when it hits with your vibration. And so your words have feeling. Your words have feeling. So you have to be conscious of what you're spitting out and what you're spewing or what you're saying or what you're not saying. Even when you're in an argument with your lover, what you say has power. It has resonation. It could also boomerang. So you got to be careful. The power of the tongue is real. And so that's why I say, you know my words by the way they feel, because you're going to know a Karima McGee something, something. When you look at that thing, when you read that thing, when you hear that thing, you're going to know, wait, I felt that energy before. Where did I feel that energy? Oh, that's Karima. It's energetically always connected. When you create something, it's connected to you energetically. And that's all of us. Whatever you are creating, you are connected to it energetically. And that chain, of course, can never be broken when it's come from you. Understand? And I also say that to also say that if you've been my client, if you're my client, if you, one of my new people who I've met here on YouTube, I think it's 4 of you guys I'm mentoring right now. But when I talk to you guys, and this is something I've been doing for 20 years, I say, pour honey on me. Because if I allow you to talk to me, I give you my space, because I don't give many people my space, but when I do, if I offer it to you and I spend that time with you, it has to be authentic. Has to be authentic, because I'm allowing you to penetrate my eardrum, which is extremely sexual organ, okay? Yes, I say sexual because what is heard has power, okay? What is heard can be felt, and it has power. It can also have the power to move emotions. And so I'm extremely particular about who I talk to, who I allow penetrate my eardrum. Sometimes I don't even put my ear to the actual phone. I put it on speaker. When I don't trust someone, I absolutely put it on speaker, and I allow it to be far away from my ear, enough I can hear, but enough where it doesn't cause any intentional energy travels that I don't want. So that's one thing, is that to understand that energetically we're all connected to those things that we say and or do. And then when we allow someone else to penetrate our eardrum, what exactly are they bringing? When I'm calling you, I want to be calling you with some good energy. I want to be calling you with what I call pour honey on me. And you guys, my new folks and my old folks can tell you, if you call me, I'm probably going to say, pour some honey on me, baby. That means tell me something good, When you see your husband, when I see my husband, what am I saying? Oh my gosh, babe, I miss you. Or, I'm pouring honey. I want to pour honey on you. I want you to pour honey on me. I want things to be sweet. Now, granted, life is not going to always be sweet. But then again, I'm a woman. I'm sweet, darling. Okay? The words that come out of my mouth must taste like honey. They must taste like honey. Antibacterial, antiviral. Okay? Oh, yes. Manuka honey needs to fall out of my mouth. So I've been saying it forever, and if you've called me and I've said that to you, that's my way of saying, and you know this already, pour honey on me. Tell me something good. What's going on? You got good news? Yes, you got good news. People are so used to sharing bad stuff or pouring into your eardrum things that are not necessarily your thing to carry. Now, all right, so let's get into the beautiful. Go ahead and drop her picture right there. Miss Lori Harvey. This young lady, I don't care how many energetic changes she has, she's going to always be beautiful. But let's get deep for a moment, okay? Let's talk about why did I say there was an energetic change? And there was another video that I did that I said there was an energetic change in Lori Harvey. And then that sparked 2 of the subs to be like, wait a minute, we want to update on the Lori Harvey. What's the update there? The update is this. If you are a young woman and if you're watching this, listen to your elder in chief sitting here on the throne of the shrine of what? I don't know. Baba didn't give me a shrine yet. But sitting here on the throne as the elder, let me talk to you. If you are 16 to 21 or 16 to 22 even, 17 to 22, these are years of magic. Hear me. Years of magic. There's a level of spontaneity that exists at that age. Because the world hasn't completely knocked you down a few pegs just yet, right? At those ages, right? You are becoming, you are evolving, you are changing rapidly. You're changing rapidly. So quickly you are changing. You are growing so quickly. Your magic will do one or two things. It will grow with you or it will leave you. Hear me. It will grow with you or it will leave you. And what do I mean by that? There's a video that I did a few videos back, and I said that my mother was telling me how a woman can connect with a man, and that man can take all of her vigor and vitality and all of her energy, equating to her beauty, and he then goes on to the next woman, and now she's left not being as vibrant and full, youthful, and beautiful as she once was because the energy was taken from her, right? There's some truth in that. There's some truth in that. And I'm not just telling you this as a, because of my new age of thinking, some will call it that, right? Your youth is extremely important. Do not lose it. These are the moments that some sort of elder should be coming in and putting you under her wing and showing you what Elder Eden did to Asana. This is the most important time of your life. The women that are pouring into you, the women that are around you, or those who are not, the examples that you have or those that you do not, those who are speaking to your delicate eardrum and what they are saying are shaping you. This is why I'm very specific about who I talk to. Okay? Even more specific and particular about how long I talk. Because energy can be transferred. Okay? It's extremely important. The eardrum. Who's penetrating your eardrum? What are they saying? Because what they are saying is possibly controlling how you are feeling about who you are. This is the most important time of your life. For every person you connect with energetically, if you don't recover, you will be left depleted. You will be left changed. What I'm seeing in this beautiful young lady, Lori Harvey, is something that I see in a lot of young girls, and I probably need to do another Chloe update too. And I can clearly see that either the mother figure has lost its voice, or the loudest voice amongst that young girl used to be a mom, but now it's no longer the mother. In this case, what I see happen is I see a transfer of energy happening. I do at one point see that there was a large feminine voice around Lori, which could have been her mother's voice, which was loud. But now I see that, unfortunately, the pressures of Hollywood, the pressures of being in the spotlight, and the pressures of preserving your youth is probably falling on her small, delicate head. Energy of the outside gets louder than the voices of those inside that's keeping you grounded, you are going to find yourself energetically wavering. There was an innocence, there was a naivety, innocence. There was a level of spontaneity that I was saying that the young girls have, that magical moment. She has to be careful because the moments are passing. Yes, the moments are passing. Now, what she's done to expedite this, and I don't think she knows it, is the Skin by Lori Harvey. The Skin by Lori Harvey that has an energetic, like what I said earlier. Everything you do has your thumbprint on it. Everything you do is energetically connected to you, but everything you do is a representation of who you are, right? So she came up with this line, Skin by Lori Harvey, SKN. And when I first saw it energetically, I was like, no, 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 no. I knew immediately that this was not an energetic push forward. This is a moment of all of the girls are doing something great. They all have businesses. They have something. I don't want to be seen as just a pretty face alone. I want to have something too. I want to have something too that is mine. So that you just don't discount me as another pretty face. But what happens when young girls do that? when you look at the outside world and say, I want my piece of the pie too, because all the it girls doing, all the girls who are somebody are doing that thing, I need to have a product to sell too. I want to be a boss woman too. I want to be a boss babe too. Let me get this thing going so that I can have something to prove for who I am. So that I can kind of kick down the naysayers. Or so I can kind of kick down people who are saying I don't have anything to offer but my beauty. No, I'm a businesswoman, darling. I am an entrepreneur. I own my business, and what? And so what? What you gonna say now? What they don't understand, what young women don't understand, is that energy that you are creating. Remember I said you always need to be creating. You need to be creating something. But when we are creating out of the need to fit in, we lose levels of vitality. We are like losing levels of vitality. It's almost like connecting with a bad lover. When you are connecting with something that is not a passion, it's not a passion project, right? It's a project of proving, or a project of letting them know that you have arrived. But I see something different. As your chief elder, I notice that this young lady is afraid that the beauty is going to fade, that it's fading quickly. All right. I think about a year or so ago when I did that video, she was at the prime of it. It was great. That energy was still going. Even though she wasn't completely, settled, she still had this magic going. But you have to know that every mate that you connect with, whether or not you physically connect with them sexually, if you are connected with them intimately and you're connecting that, then of course they're still right. And so for each person you encounter, hear me what I'm saying. When you're dating someone and you're spending time on the phone and they're energetically pouring into your eardrum, what are they saying? What are they saying? What words are they using? What words are they choosing to use? You can judge someone based on the words they choose to use. And yes, I said judge. Yes, because we're talking about intuition. We are talking about making sure that you are picking the right mate. We are talking about making sure that you are making a wise decision, as wise as it can be. 1938. I love that guy, right? I don't know what happened to him, but I love him. But I always confuse him and Future. So let me just get my mind to know that Future is not the 1738 guy. Is it 1738? 1738. What is it? Gosh, I love that guy. Anyway, him and Future are two different people. This is me talking to myself out loud. I'm sure you probably already know that. But I want you to know that Future and him, they actually do share this. I think that's why I get them confused, because they are sharing the same frequency. This is why I get them confused. You know what? I had to rationalize it. It's not simply because I can't figure them out. It's energetically they are operating off the same. They have that sweet feminine energy there that really makes them. Oh my gosh, let's not go too deep, but I see why now I confuse them energetically. But back to this guy Future. No one wants to give him credit because of his lack of value for that into which we call his seeds. Okay, the value meaning who he's able to sleep with to get it. And if I had my way, and if men were like my books, men would understand that retraining your semen is great until you are looking to use that energy to transmute it into other ways, or for making sure that you are choosing the woman that you want to have your child. And so you control your life force instead of allowing your life force to freely be stripped from you, Future. Okay, allowing your life force to freely be stripped from you, so that in your older age, you find trouble in enjoying pleasure in your old age, because you have used all of your life force and have multiplied yourself so many times over. That's a lot on your energetic pull. But for now, understand that this guy has a kind of energy that when he connects with the woman, her light shines brighter. And listen, if you don't understand Just let it go, okay? If it don't make sense, just let it go. Listen to what I'm saying here. We're talking about energetically. He has a light that allows a woman's bright to be shine brighter. But here's the downside of this, okay? Remember what I told you guys in the other video about who you are connecting with, especially when it's masculine energy, because when he plugs in, it might be great. You might get, oh, we got light. Look, oh, there's light. There's light everywhere. And then when he pulls out, not only are you left in the dark, okay, there's no light, you can't see, all right, but now he's also not only taking the energy that he put in there, but he's also making a withdrawal. So now you left feeling depleted, all right? So yes, you're going to shine while we are together, but when I pull out and I pull back, I am going to do some damage, and you better be ready. You better be ready. It's going to be the kind of damage that chips away at yourself, and then you start losing yourself. And that's exactly what the plan is. In my book, I talk about the honeybee. I don't know who here has read the book, but if you are reading the book, understand the dating tactics of a honeybee. Do you guys remember what the honeybee, how he dated? What's his purpose in dating? How people were going to fall for him? How he is going to brighten up the life and spread honey on as many people as he can? Okay? That's the nature of the honeybee. Once you get with a honeybee, okay, and he stings or leaves that stinger in you, darling, you are going to need an overhaul of energy. You're going to need an overhaul. It ain't going to never be as bright as it was. And that's why I warn women about the sting of the honeybee. Yes, it looks good. It even smells good. It feels good. It seems right. Everything the honeybee does is going to tell you out loud who he is. He's well aware of who he is. He knows it. And you, the unsuspecting traveler, is going to get a sting that your little heart can't take. And yes, so let's give some kudos to Mr. Future, because he has the honeybee spirit. Okay, and if you read the book, you understand what that is. But when Lori Harvey connected with Future, you guys saw it. You don't have to spend years in the monastery to know that you saw the light. You B Michael B. Jordan? Michael B. Jordan. Energetically, hear your elder. Hear your chief elder here. Energetically, Michael B. Jordan matches more with a Chloe Bailey. Okay? I know. Hey, listen to me. You might say, well, Chloe is actually over here vibing with Gunner. I think it's Gunner. Gunner? I think that's her name. I think that's his name, Gunner. Energetically, young women do not know who they are plugging into. No, that's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is that when she connected with Future, there was a certain light that you got from her, and she knew it too, right? There was also a certain light that she got from each one of the partners that she was with. Remember, men are coming to bring, right? They're coming to bring. They're bringing, bringing forth, right? So if in fact the man is bringing that energy, and he's letting her shine bright like a diamond, but he also knew that he could turn out her light. And that's what's very concerning about young women who can clearly see the pattern of the honeybee. You got to read the book to understand, but can clearly see the pattern of the honeybee, but choose otherwise, choose to engage, not knowing that sting is going to be difficult to recover from. So now you see her with this Michael B. Jordan guy, which of course energetically I said is more of a match energetically to a Chloe Bailey. There's just something energetically with this guy here that makes them a mismatch. And when I say a mismatch, for some strange reason, I get from him a feeling of needing to have an occasional fantasy. Okay, an occasional fantasy, an occasional travel to seduction with the temptress. That's the kind of energy he's giving. He doesn't give off a husband vibe right now. I believe that's what Lori is setting herself up for, is to have someone to marry her. But what I can energetically see is that. Hey guys, it's Karima from the future. I lost some footage, so I'm going to go ahead and put this important piece here. Listen, life and living means that you are going to have some experiences, okay? You are going to evolve, you are going to learn, you are going to get the message at some point, hopefully, right? With that being said, is that all of us are going to go through some sort of evolution and changes. Hormonally, in most cases, when I say there's an energetic change, I'm probably speaking about hormonally, okay? Hormonally, this young lady is in a different stage of life. And we're probably all still stuck on the future, the Diddy stage, the happy, the full face, the youthful, the spontaneity. We're all still stuck there. But energetically, this young lady is at the next phase of her life. And what life is calling for her to do right now is to select her husband. Because her body is preparing to be a mother. That's what I mean when I say Lori Harvey has had an energetic change. I'm talking about hormonally. Will she get it with this guy? Who knows? What happened? I don't know what's going on. I hope we got a cohesive video today. All I want to say is that understand that you are going to have an energetic change. Every woman has an energetic change. Enjoy the rise, darling, because they do sometimes flip over. Until next time, I want you to be empowered, be inspired, and be well. Bye.